Good afternoon and welcome everyone to another session of the Product Management View webinar series. Before our speaker starts, I've got just a few housekeeping details that I would like to share with our listeners. All listeners today have a muted line, and if you have a question to our speaker about his presentation or any issues with how you're viewing the presentation itself, please go to the question and answer section on the webinar control panel at the right side of your screen. All questions will be held until the end and addressed by the speaker during the Q&A session at that time. I would like to now formally welcome you once more to the Product Management View webinar series. I'm Chelsea Woodhead from Rima Technology Solutions, one of the sponsors of this webinar series, and I'll be your moderator. It is my pleasure to introduce Luke Homan, who will be giving the presentation, Aligning Business Models and Technology Architectures, during today's webinar. Luke is a recognized expert on agile product management of software products and a former senior software product manager at 4 companies. He is also the author of 3 books and numerous articles on software product management. At Enthiosis, he drives the firm's agile product management practice with emphasis on identifying user needs, creating agile roadmaps, building effective business and licensing models, and helping define agile product management practices through teaching and research. Previously, Luke was VP of Business Development for Aladdin Knowledge Systems, VP of Engineering and Product Development at Origin Systems, Inc., Education Technical Director at ObjectSpace, Inc., and VP of Systems Engineering at EDS Fleet Services. He graduated magna cum laude with a BSc in Computer Engineering and an MSc in Computer Science and Engineering from the University of Michigan. Luke is also a former national junior pairs figure skating champion. With no further ado, I would like to give the controls now over to Luke and let him begin his presentation. Take it away, Luke.
Thank you, Chelsea. To everyone on the line, I'm clicking the Show My Screen button and converting over into my screen. At this time, Chelsea, could you confirm that my screen is being presented accurately?
It is. You're good to go.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time today. I'm going to talk about a very crucial topic in all of software product management, which is how do I actually make money from my software offering, and how do I ensure that my offering is aligning with my technology architecture? How do I make sure that the way I want to go into the market with my business is supported with what my development team is doing? So, the overview from an agenda perspective is clearly great products make money. And the interesting part of our work is that we believe there are 7 fundamental core and atomic ways that software systems generate revenue. We'll go through some examples, and then we'll try and give you some advice on how you can apply this to your situation. I'd like to suggest that in terms of the books shown at the bottom of the page, if you would like a lot more detail about what this webinar presents, you can buy a copy of my book, Beyond Software Architecture. It goes into greater detail on all of the concepts that we're going to cover here. This is the kind of critical talking point overview. So when we think of the business model, we think of it as the interrelated choices about how you're going to go to market and make money. And the business model for a software product is much more complex than for traditional products that you sell. So, for example, if I sell a pen, the rights to use that pen and the rights to resell the pen and the rights to create derivative works from that pen are typically transferred with the pen because the pen is a physical good, and there's different rules and laws associated with physical goods. Software is intellectual property, and all software comes with a license agreement. Even if the license agreement is the GPL, which says we're not going to make money at it, at least directly, the license agreement still has to exist. And so when you think of your business model, you think of a set of interrelated choices that together work to maximize profit for a software-related product and service offering. In this seminar, we're going to focus on one aspect of business models, which is the value exchange model. The value exchange model is how you trade